To another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up, everybody, and welcome to this video. This video is going to be entitled Hollywood and White Supremacy. Now, I noticed that yesterday it's been an Oscar blackout. 2 years ago, or year before last, there was a boycott against the Academy Awards because they didn't nominate enough black contenders. Now, this has been a process that's been going on for decades. I mean, decades. Hollywood has been very racist. Hollywood has put out bad images, such as Empire, which I am starting a boycott against Empire because shows like Empire brings down the black community. Shows like Scandal and Blackish, but you have negative films also too in Hollywood. Now, Hollywood tends to ignore positive black films from black filmmakers. They've had opportunity after opportunity to nominate all black films. But what Hollywood has done for the last couple of decades is they've nominated uh, actors for they've nominated very stereotypical roles for actors, such as Denzel when he played in Training Day. They've nominated a bunch of slave movies. They nominated movies. They didn't nominate Selma one year. So Hollywood is now the Academy Awards is now shooting up nominations for movies such as Hidden Figures. They're gonna nominate Hidden Figures, but not Nate Parker's Birth of a Nation, which is laughable at best. They Hidden Figures is not even a real black movie. It's not a real black film. It's a very coon. It's a coon film. It's again more of a minstrel. But they wouldn't nominate a movie like Nate Parker's, uh, Birth of a Nation. They purposely pushed that movie to the side, and then they were nominating. The nominations is really weird. The Academy is really weird, but there's a hidden agenda to that. The agenda that Hollywood is trying to push is Donald Trump has become president. Now, I know a lot of people is not going to really understand this, but I'm just going to go and say it. Donald Trump became president. Back 2 years ago, the Academy Awards in Hollywood didn't give a fuck about black movies like that. They didn't care about nominating black individuals. So now they're hokey dokey black people. So they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna give you all these fucking nominations. We're just gonna throw any old black movie up there, and we're gonna nominate these films in order to not be accused by Donald Trump and white supremacists of being hypocritical when it comes to black people in Hollywood. That's the whole purpose. Even though Hollywood in the last 8, 9 years have been putting on minstrel shows anyway, shows such as Empire and Blackish and Scandal and many other nigger acting shows. And the white supremacists, they enjoy shows like that because what shows like Empire does is it brings down the black community. So that's why they put these shows out here. So now they're nominating all these black categories because shit got real. Donald Trump is actually president. Once the inauguration took place and they swore him in, that's when a lot of the movie stars and people came out. And so they don't want to look like they're hypocritical on their stances. So a few years ago, Hollywood basically threw black media under the bus a couple of years ago. They said safe answers. They was doing when Jada Pickett did the protest. She got trashed by people like Clint Eastwood and other white celebrities, and even some black celebrities joined in and trashed of Jada Pickett. So they didn't give a fuck about black people and black filmmakers and all that shit there. Only until Donald Trump became president, then shit got serious. Now it's like, okay, we need to nominate these black people because we need them as allies because Hollywood needs African American people to be a part of them because Donald Trump, they're going to go a full assault on Donald Trump. White Hollywood is going to go full throttle. A lot of feminists is in Hollywood, a lot of gays is in Hollywood. So now they're gonna attack Donald Trump. So they need minority groups like Latinos and blacks to join their causes. So now we're gonna give these black people what they've always wanted. Is they want to give them these nominations. We're gonna have these huge nominations for these different categories, and we're gonna even double them up to show the public and black people that we're hearing your needs. When if Hillary Clinton would have won the presidency, I really do think that you wouldn't have got these many. Because Hidden Figures, again, is not it's a Coon film. That film is more of a Coon film. That movie is safe. Nobody, they get these black females. Nobody. The story is not even really true. It's like The Butler. They yeah, it's from the imagination of white screenwriters. So that's the basic reason why Hidden Figures is even nominated. It's not even rooted in any historical facts. Just like The Butler. Butler was the same way. Butler was loosely. It was based off of an article. It was based off of an article in Newsweek about a African American man who was a butler. So, with the imaginations of Hollywood and screenwriters, they made up different stories in order to make this minstrel movie, and that's the same thing that they're doing. They have Tadra P. Henson, which she's a mammy. She plays a mammy on Empire, and so she plays a mammy basically. So white people love, Tadra P these days because Tadra P has sold out being on a show like Empire, ran by a gay Uncle Tom man. A gay Uncle Tom man who is now coning out and trashing black people. But that's another video for another time. So I'm just making black people aware of what the game is with Hollywood and why they're nominating these categories. They never gave a fuck about African American causes. And if Hollywood really wanted to show these black people, excuse me, if they want to really show these black people that they're really sincere, they should have nominated Birth of a Nation. That will prove right then and there that they're on some real shit. But they're not going to nominate Birth of a Nation because the feminists run Hollywood and white supremacists run Hollywood. So they're not going to nominate a movie like Birth of a Nation at all. So they're going to nominate little safe movies like Hidden Figures. And I encourage many black and if anybody knows, Hidden Figures made more money than Birth of a Nation. Why is that? Because white supremacists stopped Birth of a Nation from coming through. If Birth of a Nation was to become powerful, if there would have been a powerful film, that would have awoken many of African American people. But the brainwashing came when Nate Parker's allegations attacked not only by white women, but they was attacked by a lot of black people, black women in particular, and a lot of black Uncle Tom men. So everybody be aware of what's going on with white supremacists. Peace out.